Of the Hmongs who became U.S. citizens, it's estimated that there are about 5,000 still alive today that were part of the secret guerrilla units, the SGU, that are very proud of their service. They're in their 70s, 80s. And they brought this to my attention 10 years ago when General Vang Pao was still alive, their leader, who has since passed away, that wasn't there something that we could do to fittingly honor them for their service to our country? And so we thought we would take the model that came from the Filipino soldiers who fought with the U.S. soldiers during World War II. And those Filipino soldiers who helped liberate the Philippines later on were given the opportunity to be buried in an American cemetery with full honors. And we thought that precedent would be appropriate for these Lao Hmong soldiers who were part of the Special Guerrilla Unit. The legislation will authorize before you, that's going to be before your committee, that interment in national cemeteries for all Hmong and Lao veterans who served in support of U.S. forces in Vietnam. Given their dedicated service to our nation and to those U.S. citizens, we think it's an appropriate honor. We think they deserve it, and they've earned it. Senator Murkowski and Congressman Paul Cook and our colleague from Rhode Island, Sheldon Whitehouse, have together worked on this legislation. We actually passed it in an omnibus package last year that was signed into law. What we've discovered is that the definition under who became a citizen before the year 2000 and after created a glitch in terms of all those soldiers, we estimate 5,000 who are still alive today, that could qualify, so they, if they so chose, would be able to have this benefit and this honor. This legislation corrects that glitch, and I think it could be a part of a larger package that the committee might work on. And so for that, I've exceeded my 5 minutes, but I think it has a lot of merit. I think many have, on a bipartisan basis, have supported this legislation, and we stand before you this afternoon to move it forward in any way that the committee thinks is fitting and appropriate. I thank you.
Dr. Dunn, go ahead.
Thank you, Chairman Zucano, and thank you very much, Representative Costa, for the comments. I'm familiar with the Hmong people and the situation you described. I do not understand the glitch. I look forward to understanding what the glitch is we're fixing, but I applaud your efforts and the motivation behind them. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Costa, for advocating on behalf of a group of people who served our country and who were allies of our country and who became part of our country. And it's a justice long overdue, and I agree with you. I do believe they've earned the recognition that you're seeking for them. And Dr. Nunn will treat it. We'll look through the conforming changes you're trying to make in your bill, and we'll get through this together. So thank you.
Thank you very much, and obviously we'll work with the committee in any insight that your committee and staff have as to how we can make this work in a way that the Veterans Administration can implement it so that those Hmong Lao veterans who so choose to be honored will be able to have that appropriate recognition for their service to our country.